Stop sending me doom clips.
Somebody time-stamped it and everything. Carl breaking my heart, calling me a basement loser.
I was so tired.
How's it going with the crib training?
It hasn't. We're not.
Yeah.
We haven't.
We gotta work on that.
Yeah.
Take it from me. You know, I've raised a lot of kids.
I haven't done that at all. We bought like a toddler piece that goes on his crib. I feel bad. Like friends of ours bought him this beautiful crib that he has not slept one night in. Yeah, now he's about to be 17 months. But we bought like
I hope they're not watching. There's almost 2,900 people watching right now. I hope that your friends who bought you this crib are not like, what the fuck? What a bitch.
They know. They're here this weekend.
Oh,
I
okay,
saw them. It's Don and Emer.
Oh, okay.
They're very cool. And I bought this like toddler.
Oh, by the way, you'll hear Carl. You'll hear Carl keep bringing up like there's 2,900 people watching, as if Chrissie Mayr's content hotel is like the successful thing. No, there's 2,900 people watching because Who Are These Podcasts is live. It's on Who Are These Podcasts channel. Like, it's not a reflection of the success of Chrissie Mayr's content hotel. If you went to Chrissie Mayr's channel where the content nonstop stream in the banquet room was 24/7, if you went to that thing, there was never, and they had a poker stream with like all of Kumia's reject friends that he had to leave there because he had some radio gig in Manhattan for ABC. He had to leave. So like, it was like Joe Curry and like fucking Anthony's poker pals on one stream. And it was like some, who knows, man, some porn girls and a couple people on another channel. It was maybe, with both running, maybe 200, 300, 400 watching. So Carl's going to do this whole thing throughout the 2,900 people watching live. That's, what a big failure, huh, Chrissie? And it's like, no, they're all watching on Who Are These Podcasts channel. Yeah, Carl, you're a success. At no point did I say he wasn't. The only joke I made about Karl or Adam Bush, the only jokes I made about them was the idea of name dropping them would be hilarious. It's the only joke I made during my content. Go back and watch the clip. The only joke I made about either Karl or Adam Bush was like, oh, wow, Karl and Adam Bush. Like, as if, yeah, if you were name dropping them, I genuinely would laugh for you. You know, like, and if they got like pissed at that or insulted at that, that's on them. That's weird because I would, in the inverse, I would be embarrassed if somebody name dropped me. I'd go like, what are you doing? That is gay. That is super gay, you know? So, yeah, in the same way that like, I like Nick Rekieta, right? And if somebody name dropped Nick Rekieta, I would laugh, you know? Certain people, if you name drop them to me, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a big name. So outside of that good-natured ribbing, Carl gets a little personal here.
Wall thing, it covers like 3/4 of the side of the crib, and then you make it a little lower. I'm probably gonna end up sleeping in there with him, but
because I insulted the Villa Roma Resorts, I should have never done that. I should have never made fun of their fucking bedspreads.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know.
So it's more of a decoration, this crib. It's more of like an accent piece for the room.
It's like, oh, yes, you can tell this is the baby's room because here's the crib. But I was so deliriously tired this morning. I used the dog shampoo on my hair. I was like, it smells different.
Why was that in the shower?
Because we sometimes shower the dogs in there.
You don't know much about child raising or having dogs.
But hold on.
We're up here with Frank's parents and the dogs because they watched the baby when we were doing this.
Oh, you've been here for a while. That's right. I forget.
They're at an Airbnb with Frank's parents and her and the whole family. Oh, and they're also going to be like, oh, see? And MERSH said this was all about getting away from the baby. And this was all about fucking, yeah, it was, because your fucking you know what I mean? Your in-laws were there with you, probably helping to pay for the Airbnb, and also probably watching that kid by default whenever mommy wanted to go drink White Claws with the porn stars. So let's not do this fucking, Actually, the baby is at the Airbnb 2 blocks away. Chrissie's mom of the year. Shut up. And I'm not even saying she didn't deserve a fucking break. But I made a joke about her wanting to take a break, and she deserves a break. I said it on the show. 18 months to 2 years, that's that time where it's like, all right, you do need a fucking break. You are going to strangle the baby if you don't get a fucking getaway. I didn't say it as some kind of mean-spirited thing, and I didn't say that the baby would be, left at home with an automatic feeder, and nobody to watch it. It still counts as a vacation if your in-laws come with you to a farmhouse in goddamn upstate New York in the mountains. And yeah, and you and your fucking husband can leave at any time and go, oh, we got to go to the fabulous Villa Roma Motor Lodge, powered by Cisco Food Systems, and do some streaming with these bums so that people will send a few super chats. Everything I said was accurate. And now people are going to try to spin it.
You got here last Thursday.
Yeah.
You're on vacation. MERSH told us you're on vacation.
Is this vacation?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, you're staying at a fucking Airbnb with your in-laws. And you're hanging with your pals, eating fucking Uncrustables and drinking White Claws at the goddamn Villa Roma. That sounds like a vacation. If it's not a vacation, then what the fuck is it?
Frank's looking at me like, yeah, we played the clip last night at WATP. MERSH decided like this was a way to get a free vacation for you guys.
Oh, right, because we're sick of the baby.
That's what he said.
I stand by that. How much more time have you gotten away from the baby during this week? Just because I didn't try to say that you were going to throw the baby in a fucking dumpster and then go on vacation. I had a feeling the baby would be somewhere, whatever, doing whatever. But yeah, you actually just backed up my point. You actually are reinforcing my point by going, oh yeah, my in-laws are all with us at the big Airbnb. We have this nice place. We've been up here for a few weeks. Yeah. Fucking exactly, Tolkien. It's a goddamn, you're working a tax write-in into a vacation. I know what it is. I've been to Vegas. Duh.
But there's no baby.
What a horrible vacation. First of all, we brought the baby.
Well, MERSH is a loser. He doesn't understand how life works. So that's probably part of it.
See, that's hurtful. Very hurtful. Now, this is what
anyway.
Well, you actually said earlier, we were talking about John, and Karl was asking, why does John always have some kind of drunken explosion before one of these events that we're throwing?
It always happens.
And he has FOMO.
That's exactly right. I think it MERSH too. I think all of these people.
Was I drunk? I was just making fun of the thing. Was I like drunk and lashing out? I thought I was being very funny that night. Doom thought I was being funny. Doom clipped it. So it's like he's doing this. He even says basement at one point. Like, these basement streamers. Karl, you have a house in Florida. You know how it works. We can't have basements in Florida. The water table is too high. Granted, I am in a room with no windows when I'm in here, but that's not fair. And what is this? What is this like fucking... these guys, they don't go out and party with guys like Dr. Steve and fucking Joe Curry. They don't travel miles to hang out in a fucking, literally, I am a chain smoker. And I guarantee you that hotel probably smells too smoky even for me. It probably smells like it smells like a casino you can't gamble in. Stop telling me it's nice.
That are broadcasting alone in their basement suddenly.
I'm alone in my basement. Why are these guys so mad at me? We did an event together. I was part of WATP history before you, Adam Bush. I don't know why everybody's being all mean. Fuck these guys going after me for. I didn't even go after them. I don't know if they misconstrued anything that I said about them during the my content hotel coverage. But again, I stand by my original point. The only thing I made fun of them for was the context of name dropping them. That's funny to me. Like, I'm weird like that. The idea of doing paid meet and greets makes me uncomfortable Nobody should have to pay to meet me. Like, I find that funny when they do things like that. When we do live events, I've had live events where they're like, yeah, people pay like $30 extra for the meet and greet. I'm like, to meet me? If you smoke cigarettes, you're gonna meet me outside at some point. So I don't know, man. Maybe I am a loser, you know. Maybe I am a basement loser, but it's weird. It's weird that these guys are coming at me like this. I thought we were cool guys. It's not. You could tell. It's not even like. He's not even doing it like it's like he's coming at me as a joke. He just like, yeah, no, he's a fucking loser. That guy sucks. Well, I do a pretty good show. I mean, you did reach out to us to do the fucking live event in Florida, but that's whatever. William Delahunty, you're a jealous hater. You clearly just wanted to party with these super cool people. That's what I mean. It's like, you're kidding, but it's like, that the narrative is, I wish I was there with those people. Now, does anyone who knows me, who's watched me for as many years as you have, maybe you're a new listener and that's fine, but there's a lot of old heads in the Rumble chat. Has anyone in history known me as a guy who ever feels like I'm missing out on anything? How many stories have you guys heard about me and Royce getting invited into things and going, yeah, I don't, it's probably not, dude. Like, I don't know. That just sounds gay. Gnostic Guru in the chat, you've turned down bigger and more connected events. Bro, we own, dude, I shit you not. Royce and I can tell this story now. Royce and I debated whether or not to go to the GOP debates. I'm not even kidding you. To go to the NBC debates, complete VIP access. And it was in Miami, of all things. So it wasn't even like we had to go to Vegas or we had to go to California or we had to go anywhere suddenly. It was literally like, you know, it was like a 3-hour drive. And Royce and I, you know, he has a couple connections. Like, we've built some people down there that like hook us up. So like he gets us a really good Airbnb for cheap. So we get an Airbnb just right by the fucking debate. And like, but like, I'm not even kidding you. When they offered it to us, they were like, do you want to come VIP access to and this was the debate where Vivek came out and just burned the whole GOP to the ground, which was great. Clowned everybody. And it was like, yeah, you want to come and sit with Patrick Bet-David and all these guys? And I'm like, yeah. And that was the trip where I ran into Crowder's dad and his lawyer wearing the anti-Crowder shirt. So like, yeah, occasionally we like to do stuff, but like, you got to drag it out of us. And if we hadn't gone to that, I would have never felt like FOMO about it. I would have never been like, man, we should have went to that, man. Sometimes you go to something, it's cool, but even the fucking debates, VIP access, and Royce and I were like, do we really want to do, because then it's going to be like that's going to be a whole fucking weekend thing. And then it's like, you know, we like going to Miami, but going to Miami during the debates means like, there's going to be a lot of just bougie fucking douchebag assholes there and all the creators that we don't like. And it was like, do we want it? You got to drive down there and get the Airbnb, but then you want the Airbnb for an extra day because you don't want to rush back. And then your whole weekend shot, you drive back, it's 3 hours. Fuck, no. But we were like, yeah, all right, we'll go to the fucking debate. Like, you know what I mean? You got to drag us out to shit. So I'm sorry. Yeah, no, this whole narrative that MERSH is just sitting here playing with my nips, being all sad, jacking off, thinking about the thought of hanging around a bunch of fucking, like, literally, I have nothing against these people. But like the idea that you're going to the place is a dump and you're going there to hang out with people who are mid, which is fine. Just call it what it is.
And no one's stopping these people from doing their own similar kind of event, right?
Yeah, but nobody wants to. It's a pain in the ass. And if I did an event, it would probably be at a disappointing shithole like this, and it would look stupid, and people would pick it apart, and it would be a pain in the ass. So no thank you. But now we're finding out that Chrissie and her fucking in-laws had a vacation. This was revealing. Thank you, Steven, for $3. Is KARL just saying it to appease Cumia? Cumia's not even there. He's saying it to appease Chrissie, which is even worse. Slim Faley for 2 said, hope everyone is having a great weekend. Thank you, Slim Faley. Hope you are as well. But yeah, it's a little weird that KARL just draws the line at, hey, I'll work with you. I'll do stuff. I've never said shit about KARL. He's never said shit about me. And I make fun of Content Hotel for one clip. I mean, one Doom clip making fun of Content Hotel. And KARL's just like, he's a loser. He's a loser. He's always been a loser. He's never been funny. He sucks. All right. It's kind of odd. Because I am on that other show that does really well. I don't know if you've heard of it, Revenge of the Sis. It was the show that you literally co-branded and did a show with, but it's fine. I just like it's always funny to me to always remember, not only when people tell you how they really feel, but always remember why they did it, because that's always funny. You know what I mean? It's like, you ever have like a best friend for like years, and then they like unload a bunch of shit on you because you said something about their new girlfriend, and you just find it laughable, and you're like, what are you doing? Like, all right, you're that mad over pussy? Like, you're going to come to say when time comes later, like, oh yeah, I probably was pretty shitty to say that. Yeah, it was probably pretty shitty to say that. I was goofing on these guys, and KARL got very butthurt. He seems extremely butthurt. Let's see. All right, Gino sent me a wrestling clip, but I'm not getting to that yet. We will get to that at some point. What is the yeah, I think that people have come out now and confirmed pretty much everything I've asked to be confirmed. Down to the fucking, how was it that I was able to literally fucking guess correctly who their food distributor was? I mean, was that like, do you think I planned that? Do you think do I seem like a guy? Do I really look like a guy who does homework or researches things? That is what, listen, I worked in the food service industry for years. I pulled that out of my ass because it's a piece of my history. It's just something I know about. I never worked for them specifically, but I just know what it is. I know what it is to go to a place like that and eat their food and go, this soup came out of a giant can. This fucking Italian wedding soup is the same Italian wedding soup that you can get at a fucking racetrack that they only serve on Tuesday and Thursday. It's like, come on, man. Don't tell me I don't know my shit. And then when I fucking nail it, bullseye nail this whole fucking thing. Everybody, they all come out, oh, he's a loser, he fucking sucks, he lives in a basement. Like, all right, we're getting personal here. I called it. She wanted to get it. I'm standing by it when I said this was a vacation for Chrissie, and her fucking defense is, oh yeah, we and the in-laws. And then he goes, oh yeah, I forgot, you guys have been here for weeks. Yeah, on vacation. Yeah, but you said it was to get away with the baby, but the baby's there. Yeah, with the in-laws. That's a vacation. I didn't get any of this wrong. Don't pretend like I'm fucking crazy here. I called it down to the food distributor. And these motherfuckers' only retort is, yeah, well, that guy's a loser anyway. That guy that I co-hosted and co-main evented the thing with is absolutely dog shit. Nobody even knows who that guy is. What? That is psychotic. I mean, like, it's, if they had just been like, oh, you know, like, fucking, what does MERSH know? You know, and made fun of something, hey, MERSH is just pissed because there's not a fucking a sports book here, or you know, there's no prostitutes or something. I would have laughed at that. You know, oh, MERSH is just mad that something. But they just were like, he's a loser. No, I've always not I've doing punchlines. I've always thought that this guy's a fucking loser. It's like, oh, gee, that's not fun. That's not fun and whimsical. That's just hurtful. That's just trying to hurt a motherfucker's feelings. You know? So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a little odd. It's very odd that, again, his line in the sand was like, bro, if you're going to start insulting the chicken cutlets at the restaurant at the Villa Roma, we're going to have a problem. Meanwhile, I've been calling Anthony Cumia a pedophile for like 10 years. And that's fine. You'll co-main event shows with me. You'll let me come on your show, knowing I've written articles about Anthony Cumia and the self-cutting girl. Always been cool with me. And the line in the sand was, bro, saying that Chrissie Mayr does, and then they're saying like, oh, you're a horrible mom, like MERSH said. Go back and watch the clip. And please find a single moment where at any point I said or even implied that Chrissie Mayr was a bad mother. That's not, there's like certain things that I would never throw around unless I had good intel about it, right? So I know that there's no point I would have just been like, she's a shitty mom and blah, blah, blah. What I said was, she's getting to the 18-month to 2-year mark, and she's going fucking crazy. And I did make jokes about, I did call it Chrissie Mayr's like, let's go on vacation or I'm going to kill this baby, or whatever the fuck I said. It was a joke. It was a fucking joke. I'll break your fucking balls a little bit, right? Like, it was, and it was like, and they're turning it into this thing where they go like, MERSH, oh yeah, and what a horrible mom you are, huh? Yeah, what a bad mom Chrissie is. Like MERSH said, oh, MERSH never said that. So let's not put words in MERSH's mouth. Go pour through every live stream. They're all up. And if you don't find them on YouTube, they're up on Rumble. I don't hide shit on Rumble. So, because I don't even know how. I don't even think, go into the settings and shit. So, listen, bro, I just think it's odd. I think it's very odd that they're getting very personal when I just was like, again, I never said she was a bad mom. Never said, you know, Chrissie Mayr's terrible for doing this. All I did was call Chrissie Mayr's Content Hotel what it was. A chance to get other people to chip in money for you to get a little vacation and hang out and drink a couple White Claws with the boys and hang out. And have the baby somewhere safe, which I didn't guess the in-law thing, but that's genius. While they were trying to counteract things, or like try to, retort to things that I guess they thought I allegedly said, but I never said she's a bad mom. She goes, no, the in-laws are here. And he's like, oh, that's right. You're staying over at that other place. Yeah, the Airbnb, not the Villa Roma dump that you're all getting bed bugs at. So you're over there. And it's with the in-laws. I absolutely respect that. They're literally doing the classiest thing you could possibly do, the best parenting thing you can possibly do, which is to leave your child with the next, like, connected blood level of relative, you know, and go, look, I'm going to get smashed at a bar. Can you guys, like, we're staying here for a few days, right? I've been dealing with this kid for a while. The boys are in town. The boys are back in town. Banana. All right. I got to get out of here. I got to go smash a couple claws with the boys. All right. I'm going to come home. I'm going to fall asleep with my pants on. And I'm probably not going to be I'm going to be very groggy at breakfast tomorrow. And then look, we'll start the whole, hey, kid time during the day. But I got to do this. At no point did I say, hey, you're a bad person. This is a bad mom. No. I made some jokes about what a dump the Villa Roma is. Had no idea that Chrissie was even staying off premises. I made fun of this whole thing under the assumption that, oh yeah, you're just getting away from the baby for a while. Not knowing that, no, the baby's with me. Well, the baby's with the in-laws while you come and go as you please, like a 16-year-old who just had her first baby. Like, let's not, relax. And I never even said bad mom. I was like, you earned it. You're at that Virgie, even in my chat said, like, yeah, she's at that mark that people get to where it's acceptable to be like, all right, I'm going to separate a little bit from this kid for a weekend, and go get lit and go see fucking monster trucks or something. And that's fine. So I don't know why things got so personal, boss, but that seems a little weird. So I don't know. Is that how this works where I'm automatically not cool with Karl from one of these podcasts now? Because I still like Karl. I don't know where that's coming from.
Hit the follow button, hit the like button. This is a Doom clip. Let's let that emotional weirdo not spam me. And if you want to donate to Doom, I mean, his Cash App's everywhere. We all know your Cash App, Doom. I've given you money before. Doom's never given me money. I can honestly say I've given Doom money. Doom's never given me a penny.
Send me one more goddamn Doom clip that I'm not going to watch. What?
Doom, you're doing Doom. You're turning everybody side. You're doing a Lord's work.